Alright, welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. Into tomb.
This tomb is well kept despite its age. The books lining the walls are in near pristine condition.
Into Tomb of the Immortal Heart, again on hard. This chain's actually going very smoothly. Possibly I could have done some of it on Elite. But there are a lot of traps in this chain, and Elite traps are usually the problem, so I'm happy enough to be in here on hard. Also, Despair from the Mummies might have been even more brutal on Elite. You really couldn't afford to miss the will save on Elite, I think.
You feel intense cold radiating from a glowing circle in the middle of the room.
Alright, I need fire resistance. There will be lots of fire casters in here. Possibly I'm going to need electric too, but let's see how it goes.
As the flames from the urn subside, the surrounding doors slide open. Faint, guttural chattering comes from the north.
Right, I think this is fire methods. I don't recall. They shouldn't be too bad on this guy.
Undead gather here, engaged in a perverse ritual of summoning.
Nice, okay.
The power of this summoning circle subsides as the last wight is slain.
Alright. That will be the easy one then. It will be much harder fighting the Ring of Sustenance. That would boost my necro damage, I believe, these days. Not worth having right now, though. Alright, I have to look for the books as well. No books in here. Yeah, that's the easy one, since I do lots of fire damage. The Earth Elemental one will be much tougher.
More books line the wall. A rune-scarred skull is mounted above the doorway here. It seems as if it watches your every move.
Ah, archers. The bane of one's life on a caster. Alright, I need sonic resistance as well. Can't afford to get knocked out by a sound blast. Alright. Now hopefully I can knock these corner rooms. If I can, that will be awesome. Yes, nice.
This room is furnished for living occupants. The cultists seem to appreciate the finer things in life.
Did I ironically take control undead just before going into a quest with no undead? I guess there's the white priests, okay. Fortunately I can still make that skill check even though I'm cursed. That would have been rather annoying otherwise if I had to wait 2 minutes. I'm feeling nervous taking this chest. I don't get into this room very often, so I can't remember for sure if it's trapped or not. I don't think it's trapped. Oh man, full inventory. Well, I can kick out the hireling for starters. Guess I didn't do as much selling as I meant to. Once again I thought he might have melted my skeleton. Alright, it'll have to be a fireball then. Well, that didn't exactly go to plan. I was expecting fire methods, but it's hellhounds. So I threw a fireball and it ran into some hellhounds. Not very effective. But with resist 20 on, there was no trouble. Time to start chucking away the cheap and non-saleable stuff, in preference for the saleable stuff. Okay, north first. I hear guys getting ready in the next room. Heh, that was an awkward spot to get held. Right in the doorway. That room also looks trappy, but isn't. I'm going to be a bit short of spell points here. I will have to decide whether I'm shrining before or after the nasty earth elemental fight. I guess there's not much fighting actually to come after the once I get all of the torches unlit. There's not much of a fight in the end fight. So I can afford to use some spell points before I get there. I'm very frequently failing my Nyax skill checks now. Nyax might even have outlived its usefulness here. What, no casters? The casters matter so much more than the melees that you can afford to stand around looking for the casters when they don't show up. Ah, there's a second shrine. Well, that changes things. Alright. Yes, I wondered if there might be another shrine in one of these locked rooms, but I couldn't remember. I wasn't going to plan on it being there. Alright, back in action. It is, I guess, a very noticeable feature of how I'm playing this guy. That I'm playing him with a lot of melee because I'm worried about running out of spell points. But I'm actually leaving half of the shrines behind. So I could clearly be using a lot more spell points than I actually am. I guess I'm being much too cautious. Alright, here's another dangerous spot where people have died. Sometimes casters show up behind you here. Or at least I think that's how it happens. Okay. There's a caster around here somewhere. Wow, that was a big chunk of XP for Ghost Hunter there. Nearly 5,000. Yeah, he got melfed. I guess I shouldn't throw away any of these books until I actually get the optional. There we go. Alright, can't keep my skeleton out of the room. Alright, that's all 4 corners done. And I missed one of the mystical flames. Anyway, let's do the nasty fight. And this one I'm going in with full hit points for. Because a bunch of Earth Elementals is going to be scary. Go throw protection from fire as well, since I assume the whites will be throwing fire damage again. Alright. And I think the plan in here should be to drop a firewall just shy of the circle itself, or maybe in the circle. I can go after the whites and hopefully the elementals will be getting beat up by the firewall, even if I get held. Okay. Well, that went basically according to plan. I got held, but the firewall was perfectly placed, so they were getting burned even while I was out of action. Alright, sneaky casters. Alright, that was a nice dodge. I thought I'd mistimed my Nyax there. I was busy casting, so I couldn't dodge. But I just managed to get out of the way of the fireball. Alright, now to find whichever flame I failed to extinguish. Of course, the furthest one away.
Come to destroy me, have you, mortals? I await you in my chamber.
Alright. Once again, I could have swapped out protection from energy for displacement, but I think having protection for that other fight was worthwhile this time. So, not a bad choice. Alright, fully prepared. The trick with this fight is to try and get the Barrow Whites on their own. Is easier said than done. Perhaps I should have backed out of the room once I got their attention. Oh well, it worked out. Alright.
As the mother's form tumbles to the ground, you sense the magical barrier to the north fade.
Alright, nice. That's the ideal way to do it. Have the firewall down before he even pops up. Gets plenty of damage in before he buffs himself against it. Alright, thanks for watching. I will be back with the last flagging quest on the next video.